I've managed to run across the show. This show is absolutely humongous, and we even made it at Vanderbilt, and I'm joined with David. David, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me. Now, can you just tell us about the company?
Yeah, Vanderbilt is a company that sells access control, intrusion, and video systems. It was a carve-out from Siemens that was 2 years ago, and since we've changed the name to Vanderbilt and continue to expand the business. In fact, recently last year, we acquired ACT, which is an access control company based in Dublin, and so we continue to expand our access control offerings. And the highlight here we have is cloud-based, the ACT365, which is a cloud-based access solution, along with our SPC Connect, which is also cloud-based.
So massively future-proof.
Yeah.
What do you think the reaction is going to be from the people coming, 26,000 people hopefully over the next 3 days?
I hope you're right.
What do you think that the reaction is going to be to the new cloud solutions?
Well, I think it's going to be varying. There's a lot of companies that are doing that are very interested in moving into cloud-based solutions. They understand that they can get increased revenues associated with billing for those services. However, there are some that are a little bit nervous about moving security to the cloud. It's interesting because we've seen, video first move into the cloud, and we see the real reaction with that, or I should say the result of that with your mobile phones being able to see the video. That's fantastic, and we show that on the ACT solution. Second to follow was really access control, where people were able to provide managed solutions for that. Adding, deleting card holders, unlocking doors if somebody forgot a credential. And most recently, we're starting to see intrusion move into that, which is something that is just emerging, but it's a little bit different because you have a little bit of self-monitoring rather than a monitoring station sometimes, or you can have a combination of both. But I think overall, we're going to see the industry move to that because we can provide more bundled packages that people can benefit from. But I think that there's going to be varying degrees of interest.
What are the reservations that people have then?
Well, I think one of the things that people have is they're worried about obviously the security, but moreover, I think the bigger issue that they get concerned about is centered around what happens if the cloud, or if they lose their internet connection to the cloud. Most of the systems actually are able to operate still, so you don't have a loss of functionality. But you do have a loss of some of the data that you have access to that's historical. So once the connection comes back online, you're able to then get back into that, and all the transactions that occurred during the time that it was offline still are recorded, they're stored and then uploaded. But I think a lot of people worry that their system's going to be completely inoperable and it's not going to function, and that's really not the case.
And is there a backup system that you can provide? Is that part of moving it up into the cloud then, or is it?
Well, it stays operational, and you don't lose anything. I mean, I think some manufacturers, if I were to go and ask questions, that would be the first thing. What happens when my system's offline? What happens to the transactions? But you don't lose anything, so it stays operational, so it is backed up. I think the big benefit that customers get from it is that they get the rolling updates with the manufacturer's software. So if we take something that we're familiar with, say, for example, Microsoft Office 365, we go and we get billed on an annual basis for that, and every time that we turn on our email, it gets updated automatically. That can be transparent for us, and so we get the benefit of having, like you say, future-proof solutions.
Fantastic. Now, you're here at the show. You've been here for a number of years. What is it about this show that keeps bringing you back?
Well, there's nothing like the audience here in England. It's a fantastic, the UK is actually a fantastic audience for us, and we have really a lot of business here that we gain from that. And then as well, I think what's really great is the international group of people that come in here. We have access to people that really, frankly, we don't get to in any other show.
What would make a perfect show for you then in 2017?
Well, a perfect show would be having the number of people you say coming in, and then we get all kinds of buyers as a result.
Well, good luck, and thank you ever so much for talking to me.
Thank you very much.
There you have it, Vanderbilt.